Throughout history, there have been perplexing enigmas that continue to captivate our imaginations. Some of these mysteries involve secret codes that nobody has been able to figure out. Even geniuses of their time have tried and couldn't solve them. Learning. In today's episode, we're on a journey to understand these puzzling secrets better. This is Reveal the Mystery. If you are curious to learn mysteries of the world, space, and beyond, consider subscribing. The Tungsuka Event. This is an extraordinary and still unexplained explosion that took place on June 30th, 1908, in a remote region of Siberia near the Tunguska River. This cataclysmic event, estimated to be approximately 1,000 times more potent than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima, resulted in the obliteration of approximately 80 million trees and left an area of over 800 square miles charred. Remarkably, despite the immense scale of the explosion, no human casualties were reported. Numerous theories have been put forth to elucidate the Tungsuka event. The most widely embraced theory posits that it was instigated by the airburst of a comet or meteoroid entering Earth's atmosphere. The absence of an impact crater and the dearth of significant meteorite fragments at the site have led experts to conclude that the object exploded before reaching the ground. Nevertheless, alternative theories have been proposed, ranging from natural gas explosions to exotic phenomena like black holes or extraterrestrial intervention. Despite more than a century of research and exploration, the precise cause of the Tungsuka event remains shrouded in uncertainty. This enigmatic event endures as one of the most captivating unsolved mysteries in the annals of science, serving as a potent reminder of the potential hazards posed by celestial phenomena. The mystery of the Dropa stones. The Dropa stones, alleged ancient artifacts, were reportedly found in China's Bayanhar Mountains in 1938. These stone discs are said to bear inscriptions of mysterious symbols and tiny hieroglyphs, sparking numerous conspiracy theories and claims of extraterrestrial origins. According to some accounts, these stones contain the story of extraterrestrial beings who crash-landed on Earth thousands of years ago, facing persecution by local humans. However, the authenticity of the Dropa stones has been widely disputed. Many researchers and experts have questioned their validity, with no definitive evidence to date, leaving their origin and meaning steeped in doubt and controversy. The enigmatic tale of the Dropa stones continues to fascinate those intrigued by unexplained aspects of human history. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. The Dyatlov Pass incident, which occurred in 1959, involved a group of 9 experienced hikers led by Igor Dyatlov on a trek through the Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union. Tragically, all 9 hikers were found dead under mysterious circumstances, with their tent abandoned and cut open from the inside. The state of their bodies, scattered across the area, some with bizarre injuries, has led to various theories about their deaths. These theories range from avalanches and hypothermia to military testing, UFOs, or Yeti attacks. Despite numerous investigations, the true cause of the Dyatlov Pass incident remains unknown, making it one of the enduring and perplexing unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Great Zimbabwe Ruins. These ruins are the impressive remnants of a stone city situated in what is now Zimbabwe. This architectural marvel was constructed during a span ranging from the 11th to the 15th centuries. In its heyday, these ruins served as the capital of the formidable and affluent African kingdom of Zimbabwe. Spanning an expansive area of nearly 1,800 acres, this site showcases an array of imposing stone walls, towers, and enclosures, all ingeniously built without the use of mortar or cement. The origins and historical context of the Great Zimbabwe ruins have sparked substantial debate and controversy. In the past, early European explorers and archaeologists were unable to acknowledge the existence of a sophisticated African civilization capable of creating such structures. As a result, they attributed the ruins' construction to biblical or mythical origins, associating them with figures like the Queen of Sheba or the mythical lost city of Ophir. Nevertheless, contemporary research has validated that the Great Zimbabwe ruins were indeed the outcome of a native African civilization. This civilization's accomplished artisans and traders established a thriving and influential cultural and economic center. Unveiling the secrets of the Piri Reis map. The Piri Reis map, a 16th century creation by Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, is captivating due to its depiction of Antarctica's coastline long before the continent's official discovery in the 19th century. The map also features remarkably accurate representations of Europe, Africa, and South America, sparking speculation about its sources of information. Theories suggest the map may derive from lost civilizations' ancient maps or indicate advanced seafaring and cartographic knowledge in antiquity. Others propose it might result from the compilation of older, less accurate maps, inadvertently creating the appearance of Antarctica. The true origins and implications of the Piri Reis map remain subjects of debate and intrigue among historians, geographers, and enthusiasts of the unexplained. The Bimini Road, also referred to as the Bimini Wall, represents a mysterious underwater rock formation located near Bimini Island in the Bahamas. Unearthed in 1968, the Bimini Road consists of a series of massive flat limestone blocks that seem to form a linear road-like structure stretching for nearly half a mile beneath the ocean's surface. The size and arrangement of these stones have prompted speculation that they could be remnants of an ancient man-made structure, possibly a road, wall, or pier. The discovery of the Bimini Road has fueled theories regarding the lost city of Atlantis, as the American psychic Edgar Cayce had foretold that evidence of this mythical civilization would be found near Bimini. Nonetheless, scientific analysis has suggested that the stones may be a natural geological formation resulting from the erosion of limestone bedrock along natural fracture lines. The Antikythera Mechanism. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the island of Antikythera in 1901, the Antikythera Mechanism is a complex ancient Greek artifact consisting of interlocking gears and dials. Dating back to around 100 BCE, it is considered the world's first known analog computer. The mechanism likely served to calculate celestial body positions, predict eclipses, and track the ancient Greek calendar's cycles. Its sophistication has puzzled researchers for over a century, challenging our understanding of ancient technology and the extent of scientific knowledge in antiquity. Despite ongoing research, the exact purpose and capabilities of the Antikythera Mechanism remain only partially understood, serving as an enigmatic testament to the ingenuity of ancient civilizations. The Coral Castle is a remarkable and mysterious place in Florida. A man named Edward Leedskalnin, who came from Latvia, built it all by himself from 1923 to 1951 using basic hand tools. He shaped, moved, and put together more than 1,100 tons of coral limestone to make walls, towers, and sculptures. What's puzzling is that the stones he used were massive, some as heavy as 30 tons, and he made it all look easy, even though he was a small and private person. Leedskalnin claimed he had discovered the secrets of the ancient Egyptians, which is how he could handle these huge stones. He mainly worked at night and didn't let anyone watch him work, which led to lots of speculation about how he did it. Some think he used levers and counterweights, while others believe he tapped into magnetic energy or the natural power of the earth. Coral Castle is still a mystery, but it shows how creative and determined people can be. People are still curious about how it was built, and we don't have all the answers yet. The Nazca Lines, Earth's giant puzzles. Imagine going to the Nazca Desert in southern Peru to check out some huge drawings on the ground. These ancient drawings, called the Nazca Lines, were made between 500 BCE and 500 CE. They include pictures of animals, humans, and shapes, but no one really knows why they were made. Some people think they have something to do with stars or maybe even talking to aliens. We'll learn about how these lines were made and why they're important to the people who made them. The puzzling sailing stones of Death Valley. Discover a natural wonder that has scientists puzzled. The sailing stones of Death Valley. These big rocks seem to move on their own across a dry lake bed, leaving strange tracks behind them. We'll explore different theories like magnetic forces, ice and wind, to try to figure out how this amazing thing happens while we ponder the secrets of the desert. The Tungsuka Event, a mysterious explosion. Get ready to be amazed by one of the most mysterious things that ever happened in history, the Tungsuka Event. On June 30th, 1908, there was a gigantic explosion in Siberia, Russia, that flattened a whole bunch of trees. It was even more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima in World War II. But what caused it? Some people think it might have been a comet, a black hole, or even aliens. We'll explore all the ideas, but we still don't have a clear answer. The mysterious Huffington White Horse. We're going on an adventure to learn about the mysterious Huffington White Horse. This ancient artwork is on a hill in England and is made by digging trenches and filling them with chalk. It's in the shape of a horse, but nobody knows exactly why it was made or how old it is. Some folks think it might have something to do with tribal symbols or the sun, but it's still a big mystery that keeps historians and archaeologists curious. The haunting tale of SS Orang Medan. Let's explore a creepy maritime tale about a ship called the SS Orang Medan. Back in 1947, this Dutch freighter sent out a distress call in the Strait of Malacca, which really scared the sailors who received it. When rescuers arrived, they found something really strange. Dead crew members with terrified faces and a ship filled with mysteries. Then there was a fire and explosion that nobody could explain. We'll look into all the puzzling details, including dangerous cargo and spooky theories, while questioning if this story is true or not. Mysterious lights of Hestalen Valley. Look up at the sky in Hestalen Valley, Norway, where something strange has been happening since the early 1980s. The Hestalen lights. These are glowing balls of light that hover, flash, and move around in the dark sky. Nobody has an easy answer for why this happens. We'll explore scientific ideas like dust that gets charged up or something called piezoelectricity that try to explain these fascinating lights. The Hestalen Valley is still a mystery that scientists and curious people from all over the world are trying to figure out. The strange Belmez faces. Here's a strange story that happened in 1971 in a town called Belmez de la Moraleda in Spain. Imagine human-like faces suddenly appearing on the kitchen floor of a house. People tried to explain it, but new faces kept showing up. We'll look into different ideas like chemical reactions and psychic mysteries as we try to understand this unsolved riddle of the Belmez faces. The Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot film. Come with us into the world of mysterious creatures with the Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot film. This short movie was filmed in 1967 and claims to show a big, hairy creature called Bigfoot or Sasquatch. But people can't agree on whether it's real or not. Some people say it's a hoax, while others believe it's proof of Bigfoot's existence. Even though experts have looked at it closely, it's still a big debate in the search for Bigfoot. The mysterious Overtown Bridge. Get ready to be amazed by the strange story of Scotland's Overtown Bridge, where many dogs have jumped to their deaths. It's happened more than 600 times, and it's puzzled both the people who live nearby and the experts. We'll look into the mystery with you and explore different ideas, like smells from wildlife or something unusual about the bridge itself that might explain why this strange thing keeps happening. The Overtown Bridge still interests people who want to figure out this weird happening. The Longyou Grottos, ancient underground caves. Let's discover something amazing about ancient China, the Longyou Grottos. These are 24 caves made by people in the Zhejiang province over 2,000 years ago, found in 1992. But here's the thing, nobody knows why they were made. There are no old writings or clues about their purpose. Some people think they were for storing things, while others believe they were used for religious reasons. The caves are so big and mysterious that they're a fascinating part of ancient Chinese history. The Great Zimbabwe Ruins, a fascinating ancient city. Travel back in time to explore the mysteries of the Great Zimbabwe ruins. These are the remains of a very old city in what's now Zimbabwe, built between the 11th and 15th centuries. It was once a busy place for trade and had impressive stone buildings, but nobody's sure why it was abandoned. We'll look into different ideas, like too many people living there or problems with leaders, that might explain why this city was left behind. Join us in discovering the amazing architecture of ancient African civilizations. The Green Children of Wool Pit, a strange story from the past. Imagine going back to the 12th century in an English village called Wool Pit, Suffolk. There's a really weird story about two kids with green skin who showed up there. They wore strange clothes and spoke a language nobody understood. People have all sorts of ideas about where they came from, like maybe they were really hungry or even met aliens. Even after many years, the story of the Green Children still captures our imagination and shows the power of old stories. The enigmatic Yonaguni Monument, a hidden underwater mystery. Let's go underwater near Yonaguni Island in Japan to uncover the secrets of the Yonaguni Monument. It was found in 1986 and looks like an ancient city under the sea with steps and pillars. But here's the big question. Did people make it, or is it just natural rocks? People can't agree. Some think it's made by an old civilization, and others think it's just how the rocks formed. The Yonaguni Monument is still a big mystery, waiting for someone to solve it, hidden deep in the ocean. The Shroud of Turin, a controversial relic. Let's investigate the mystery of the Shroud of Turin, an old piece of fabric that some people believe was used to wrap the body of Jesus Christ. People have argued about this cloth for centuries. Scientists once said it was made in the Middle Ages, but now some people think that might not be true. We'll also look at the strange image on the cloth and all the questions people still have about it. This story shows how faith and mysteries can go hand in hand. The Georgia Guidestones, America's mysterious monument. Visit a place in Georgia called the Georgia Guidestones, which some people call America's Stonehenge. It's a big stone monument made in 1980 with 10 rules for all people, written in 8 different languages. The person who made it didn't use their real name. People have different ideas about what these rules mean, like maybe they're about making a new world order or just being reasonable. The Georgia Guidestones are still a symbol that makes us think and talk about important stuff. The Loch Ness Monster. Scotland's Loch Ness is believed to be home to the legendary Loch Ness Monster, a mysterious creature resembling a serpentine marine reptile with humps on its back. Although there have been numerous sightings and accounts, concrete evidence of the creature's existence remains absent. People have even used special cameras and devices to look for it, but they didn't find anything definite. The Loch Ness Monster is like a puzzle that keeps people interested. Even though we don't know if it's real, it's fun to think about. The ancient Antikythera Mechanism. Imagine finding an ancient machine with gears and dials like a very old computer. This is what happened when the Antikythera Mechanism was discovered in a shipwreck near a Greek island. It's from around 100 BCE and can do really complex things like predict the positions of stars and eclipses. This is surprising because it's so old and the technology back then wasn't advanced. Experts have spent a lot of time trying to understand it, but there are still things we don't know. This artifact challenges what we thought the ancient Greeks knew, the mysterious Oak Island money pit. On a small island near Canada's Nova Scotia coast, there's a spot called the Oak Island Money Pit. This place has been a treasure hunter's dream for a very long time. It all began in 1795 when a young person noticed a strange round hole in the ground. This led to a deep hole being dug, revealing layers of wood, clay, and even inscribed stones. But despite all the digging, no treasure has been found. People have imagined everything from pirate treasures to ancient manuscripts hidden in this pit. Many have been drawn to this island in the hopes of solving this money pit mystery. Situated between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, the Bermuda Triangle is infamous for its reputation as a perilous area for ships and aircraft, marked by unexplained vanishings. But even though many people looked into it, they haven't found a clear reason why. Some think bad weather or big waves might be causing the trouble. Others imagine aliens or other dimensions are behind it. This mysterious area has become famous, inspiring lots of stories and shows, but we still don't know the real answer. In the Ural Mountains of Russia in 1959, the Dyatlov Pass incident unfolded as 9 experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, embarked on a journey to reach the mountain at Torton. They never came back. After a while, people went looking for them and found their campsite. But it was like they left in a hurry. Tents were torn from the inside, and their stuff was everywhere. The hikers' bodies were found not far away, some with big injuries. Even though experts tried really hard, they couldn't say for sure what happened. Some think animals attacked them, while others say maybe people hurt them. This strange story keeps getting people's attention and makes them wonder about mysteries and dangers in nature. The WOW signal. Back in 1977, scientists were listening to signals from space using a giant radio telescope in Ohio. They heard a really strong signal that they couldn't explain. Someone wrote "wow" next to it, and that's how it got its name. Even though they checked a lot, they couldn't say where this signal came from. Some say it might be from space, while others think it could be something natural or made by people. This mysterious signal still makes people curious about what's out there in the universe, the secret Beale ciphers. A long time ago, someone hid a treasure and left behind 3 secret messages telling where it's hidden. People tried really hard to figure out the messages, but they could only solve one. It talked about the treasure, but the other 2 remain a mystery. Even though many tried, we still don't know where the treasure is or who the owners are. The strange Tamam Shud case. Imagine finding a man who passed away on a beach. He had a paper in his pocket with foreign words on it. This paper, along with a secret message, has never been decoded. Even after a lot of investigating, we still don't know who he was, why he died, or what the secret message means. People have different ideas, like spies or secret love. The puzzle of the Zodiac Killer. A long time ago, a person hurt many others and sent secret messages to newspapers. One code was solved, but the others are still a puzzle. Nobody knows who this person was, even though they looked at many suspects. People still talk about this story in books and shows. The unanswered Black Dahlia mystery. Many years ago, a young woman was killed in a very bad way. People looked a lot, but they couldn't find the person who did it. This story has inspired many stories, and people keep trying to solve it, but we don't have the answer yet. The mysterious Mary Celeste. Picture a ship found in the ocean, all fine, but with nobody on board. The lifeboat was missing too. People have guessed lots of things like pirates or fighting, but we don't know for sure what happened to the people on the ship. Stonehenge's ancient enigma. Think of a place with big stones standing up. People made it a long time ago, but we don't really know why. Some say it could be for special ceremonies or looking at the stars. And how did they move such huge stones back then? These questions make experts wonder about Stonehenge even today. The Voynich manuscript. Named after its discoverer Wilfrid Voynich, the Voynich manuscript, a 15th century codex, is filled with enigmatic illustrations of unfamiliar plants, astronomical diagrams, and seemingly alchemical or medicinal depictions. The writing in the manuscript is a secret code that nobody has figured out yet. Even really smart people like language experts and puzzle solvers couldn't understand it. Some people think the book might be fake or a way for alchemists to talk secretly. But we still don't really know why this book was made. Imagine hearing a strange humming noise that others can't hear. This is what some people in Taos, New Mexico have experienced since the early 1990s. This hum sounds like a faraway engine or a buzzing. Even though scientists and the media have tried to figure it out, nobody knows where the hum comes from. People have different ideas, like it might be from machines or military stuff. Some even say it could be natural or because of stress, but no one is sure. This mystery has caught the attention of many, and similar hums have been reported in other places too. A long time ago, in 1587, a group of English people settled on Roanoke Island, but they vanished mysteriously. The leader went away for supplies, and when he returned, everyone was gone, leaving only the word Croatoan carved on a post. This was the name of a nearby island and tribe. Despite searching and guessing, no one knows what really happened. Some think they joined Native Americans or had problems like disease or fights. There are even wild ideas like supernatural forces or secret plans. This story has fascinated people for centuries, reminding us of the challenges early settlers faced in a new land. It's a puzzle that still isn't solved.